Now let us see the properties of ionic compounds. Ionic compounds are usually crystalline solids. For example, sodium chloride is a crystalline solid. Ionic compounds have high melting points and high boiling points. For example, sodium chloride has a high melting point of 800 degrees centigrade, and a high boiling point of 1413 degrees centigrade. Ionic compounds are usually soluble in water, but insoluble in organic solvents, like acetone, alcohol, kerosene, carbon disulfide and carbon tetrachloride. Ionic compounds conduct electricity when dissolved in water or when melted. This means that ionic compounds are electrolytes. Ionic compounds conduct electricity because they contain charged particles called ions. Let us do an experiment to understand the property of ionic compounds. This experiment is about property of ionic compounds which have high melting points. To do this experiment, we need only burner. The chemicals required are metal spatula and sodium chloride. Let us do the experiment. Take a small amount of sodium chloride and pour it in metal spatula. Heat it directly over the flame of a burner. Sodium chloride does not melt easily. Heat it strongly up to melting state. This shows that sodium chloride has high melting point. Let us do another experiment to understand the property of ionic compounds. The experiment is to test the property of ionic compounds, that they conduct electricity when dissolved in water, and also testing the conductivity of a salt solution. To do this experiment we need the following apparatus: 100 cc beaker, graphite rod, and battery with a bulb and switch. The chemicals required are salt solution, that is sodium chloride. Let us do the experiment now. Fill a beaker half with water and dissolve some sodium chloride. 2 carbon rods or electrodes are placed in the beaker. An electric circuit is then set up by including a battery, a bulb and a switch. Press the button to switch on. On pressing the switch the bulb lights up at once. This means sodium chloride solution conducts electricity.